Well, good morning. I woke up to rain this morning. Rain and more rain. I've been busy. I made this. It's wrapped in silver. Put it on a chain, on a rope, or a piece of leather is what I call it. I've been reworking old jewelry. It's an old piece. Used to have it on a chain, but I decided I'd put it on a piece of leather. I like it better. I gave my grandkids a bunch of leather, Indian belt buckles. I wonder if they ever wore them. Who knows? I don't keep up with people anymore. I'm getting too old. I went to R.B. Deb's hangout last night for a little while. She's going to have to move back to Texas. It's hard to take a city person and move them to the country or isolate them, basically. I need to quit playing with that crap. I need to move it. To a one-horse town is what I'm going to call it. And me, I was raised on a little old tiny farm, 365 acres. And I like the isolation. Of course, I do like to travel. I've been to a lot of places. I'll never go abroad again, I know that. Even though my friends want me to come over and see them, I said, if it hadn't been the COVID, or whatever you want to call the damn shit, I would probably keep traveling. But due to the international disease, because it's worldwide, I don't want to be stuck in a foreign country if I die. That'd be hell on the kids trying to get me back. Which wouldn't make a damn bit of difference to me. I'd be dead. But for their sakes, I don't think I'll ever leave the continental United States. Not even go to Alaska. Or Canada or Mexico. If I do, it's just right over the border. Ain't gonna be very poor. Just stay in the continental United States. Not even go to Hawaii. Been there, done all that, and got the t-shirts. But basically, I'll just make my run around the continental United States. But like I said, going back to small towns, you got to be geared for a small town. You got to be geared for your environment. That's why you adapt. It goes with purple. Blue goes with purple. I don't know. I really like this piece, though. It's heavy as hell, though. Yeah, you got to be environmentally attuned to your environment. And that's the truth. I was just thinking, when we was kids, we thought the whole world was in our backyard, basically. Well, it was. That's all we had was our backyard. But the world is a big place. And if we don't start treating it as such, and you'll say, well, what they do over there don't affect me. Yes, it does. Look at the damn China virus that President Trump called China virus. Look at the coronavirus. It could have started anywhere. It could have started in Missouri or Indonesia or hell in Ireland. It could have started anywhere. It's only a plane. I gotta move that hit. It's only a plane trip away from your backyard. And people said, well, what can we do? Well, We should have never probably left the WHO, which they should have informed us sooner. I mean, there's flaws in every damn thing. But the world is just a little tiny place, you know. It don't take long to, if you ever took a world cruise or went around the world in a plane or whatever, it's not that big of a place. You might think it is when you're a kid. You're inside your fenced-in area is a big place, but it's not. Like I said, I've been talking to my friends in Costa Rica. They want me to go down there as soon as all this lifts up, and it's fun. It's fun to travel. You know, if you got the funds and the means and whatever, you know, I like to go back to Greece and visit my friends. You know, I like to travel, but I'm never going to, I mean, I'm getting to the age, it's not that fun excitement to see a new place. You know, when you see the Coliseum, you say, oh, well, hell, it's just a broken down stadium. That's basically what it is. You might as well look at one of your stadiums that's about ready to fall down and tear up. About the same thing. It just happened to be over 2,000 years old. Yeah. But like I said, the world is a tiny place. You got to be geared for where your environment is. If you want to live if you're a city person, then you need to move to where you feel more comfortable. And there's no reason to be unhappy, but you could adapt. Now, there's no such a thing as adapting to your environment. Me, I sort of adapted to this little house, like it's almost 3,000 square foot, but I've adapted to the inside of this little house. I hear the rain. The dogs don't like the rain. They've been going around behind here where their poopy pads are at. I got to pick all that up this morning. So I know they didn't bother me last night to go out. They usually do. They went out about midnight because I was up. They ain't been out since, and it's 8:30. I just seen one of them go around the back. Either had to go back there and pee or he had to go back there and poop. Usually I can smell it when they poop, so I go back there and clean it up. They're adopted to this environment. And I've got to start my project, this pole here. Yeah, this pole. I'm going to make my walking stick. I don't kill myself with it. But I've got to do a lot of little odds and ends. I'm adapting to my environment. Have to live inside for another year till I can get the shots. Make jewelry. Let's see if I can show you this piece. I had it on a big old necklace and I took it off. This is the main piece. This is silver. This is a real piece. Really pretty though. You get to look at it. See, it's got the grains in it. See the grain? It's sort of a greenish blue. Because I played with it all the time, it's absorbed my oils in my skin. I ain't put it back on. I like that big old piece of jade too. I put my wizard up and my two dragons up and my little glass Eiffel Tower. I've got a light, a little lamp. When I went to Paris, I bought that little lamp, and this says on the side of it, Paris. That glass thing does. And it reminded me of Paris. So the Eiffel Tower, if you've ever been to Paris, you cannot miss the Eiffel Tower. Damn thing stands out there. It was only supposed to be temporary to begin with. It was for a World's Fair. I forget what year. Hell, use your Google. It was only supposed to stay up there for a year. Eiffel Tower built it. Eiffel. His last name was Eiffel. You can see how it's woven in the back. This piece of silver. Yep. I gotta do some weaving and stuff. I've got a gold snake. It's about that long. It's got 2 emeralds for its eyeballs, and it's a piece of jewelry. Actually, a necklace, I believe it is, but it's about as big as your little finger, but it's real leaf type gold. It's not solid, and I'm gonna wrap it around the stick. That's what I'm gonna wrap around the stick. I'm gonna make a $100 walking stick. What a super glue will hold it. Could wire it with gold wire. There you go. I've got some gold leaf. Yeah, somewhere. But you blow it and it'll go everywhere. But I'm gonna wrap. I'm thinking about making some, like it's crawling out of a tree or something. The snake is. On the top is gonna be that glass deal. If I drill it extra deep, I could put a little tiny flashlight down in there, turn it on. How the hell would I turn it on and shine up through that glass? Hell, I don't know. I'm getting way out of hand there. I just make me a walking stick. Yeah, but adapt to your environment. Be happy in all things, what the Bible says. That's what it tells you. And it means it. Be happy in all things. It could be worse. That's like me. I'm happy that I've got a warm house to sit in. Big enough that I can walk around in it. Have all my junk. That's what's wrong with it right now. It's too much junk. Crowded. I probably got, like I said, a 3,000 square foot house that I've put enough junk in it. It's about 300 foot now. A lot of people like pretty things. Well, don't worry about it. When you die, you don't get to keep them. you temporarily or charge them. That's what when my wife died, she didn't want me to have a garage sale or whatever. She told me to let the kids come in and shop for 2 days, which that would be Friday and all day Saturday. Basically come in Friday and tag what they wanted and come back Saturday and pick it all up. So they did that. And then, of course, they took about 90% of the most expensive stuff they find. It's like kids. Which I didn't give a shit. They're going to get it anyway, so why not give it to them early? And that way you can supervise. But anyway, I've reaccumulated since then. Buying pieces like this. Buying coin collections. I used to collect coins. I gave my grandson a big book of coins. Some of them pretty damn old. I collect gold coins. I made a lot of jewelry out of gold coins. I had a gold ring. I had a gold necklace. I think they took it. Who the hell knows this house is crowded? They get tired. They got tired digging. But be in tune with, people around you. This, that, and the other. It takes a lot. It really does. But don't ever be unhappy with your situation, because you can always change it. That would be my advice. If you're that unhappy, then change it. And a lot of people say, well, I can't afford to. Yeah, you can't afford to be depressed. That's the main thing. You cannot afford to be depressed. So your best bet is to change your environment. If it bothers you that bad, change it. That's be my advice. That'd be like changing your husband if it bothers you that much, or your wife. A lot of people do. I worked all the time. She worked all the time. We were workaholics. So when we did get to see one another, we really appreciated one another. And that's what counts. Got some dirt in there, and I've been trying to get it out. Need to probably wash it. Take a toothbrush to it. That's what I'll do. It's been stored for so long. Dogs over there snoring and having nightmares or dreams or something. But that's all I got to say today. Adapt yourself. I gotta take my blood sugar as soon as I find one of the machines. I got two up in here somewhere. I hold off on the metformin until I do my blood. I've already took all my other meds. I poured last month's together with this month's and ended up with an empty bottle. I usually take the labels off of them, use them for putting pieces of jewelry in and stuff. I used to put coins in them, like quarters and dimes and nickels. So I got tired of that shit. I forget how much. I got some of them that hold like a bunch of dimes or quarters. This is a quarter one. Quarters in this one. Or nickels. Depends on what size around it is. After all my milk cans are full, I don't have no more milk cans. It's empty. So I stack them up with this. You can get all kinds of sizes. These are $50 size. Put $50 in that one. Yep. Nobody deals in money anymore. They don't keep paper money. They don't keep coins. It's all on a plastic card. And then they say, oh, I didn't know I spent that much. Well, hell. Your best bet if you want to save money, let me tell you how to save it. Alright, let's say you get, let's just round something off, $1,000. Okay, you say, well, my bills and everything else, and I only want to spend $500. I want to put $500 back. Or hell, $200, whatever the hell you want to put back. Well, go out there and we're going to use $500. Go get $500. It's easy to do. Go to the bank, and then pay your bills. Of course, you can do that before you can get your money out. So, but let's say you ended up with $300, and you paid your bills. So you want $300, and you say, well, I don't want to go over $300 this month for odds and ends, groceries, whatever. So you take cash. You will spend less money using cash than you will a card. And I've seen people say, well, I only get a certain amount. Well, hell, everybody gets a certain amount. Hell, I don't give a damn if you get $1.2 million a month, that's a certain amount. But the point about it is, if you want to save anything, just get cash. It's hard to, it's like, ooh, I don't want to break the $100 bill, it'll be gone. Some people say, well, I don't want to break a $20 bill, it'll be gone if I break a 20, a 10, 5, whatever the hell you want to break. But if you're spending cash money, every time that leaves your hands, leaves your fingers, that money leaves that hand, it makes less of it your purse or your wallet or whatever the hell else you're carrying it in, your money bag. I carry around the money now. The point about it is, that's the best way to do it. Because card, you just hand the card. Hell, you don't. You unless you go to the phone and see how much you got it on every transaction. People don't do that. So your best bet is deal in cash. Yep. Try it for 30 days and see if you ain't saved a little bit of money. It takes usually 30 to 90 days to get in the swing. But there you go. There's tip number 2. And I better go. Because people ain't watching my whole damn video anyway. Let's see. Subscribe, hit the bell. Oh, hell, you guys know what to do. Silver tarnish is so easy. And if this is heavy, dang, it's heavy. I bought that big old roll of leather. Where the hell is it? I'm gonna drop it. Nope, I'm gonna make it. I'm making it. I buy this. Well, I'm gonna get killed. That's what I'm gonna do. I guess it's time to start my project early. There. I buy this big old roll of leather. I don't know how many feet it is. 25 yards. So I make a lot of necklaces out of it. Men I think, look better with wearing rustic leather or whatever like this. I'm going to braid some of this leather. Now that would be pretty. Braided leather bracelet. Put some turquoise on. But you got to have a big hole in to put that leather through. If it's got a tiny hole, then you have to make a carriage for it. That's what I call it. Oh, I gotta go. Damn, it's time to go. I'm killing myself. Thing fall down and hit me right there on the head. And it's still raining. And my drill is outside. So that I'm going to drill that hole today and put that glass steel in. I'll start on the outside. Should stain it dark. You guys let me know. Should I stain it dark or leave it light? The pole. Tell me if I should stain this a dark color. Ooh, I hit the light. Or leave it light. I have one already that's dark. 6 foot. From stem to stern. I practiced a while on how to twirl them sticks, but I got one like that's got a sword in the end of it. It's about 2.5 foot long, the sword is. It's Japanese is only, samurai's only got a sword on one side. Chinese, they got the blade on both sides. Oh, look at that. Was that me that blinked? Oh, I guess the light did. But anyway, it's Chinese. I forget the name of the staff, but it's got a Chinese blade on the end of it. Because it's double bladed. I was into that kind of crap. Kung Fu, Jiu-Jitsu. I had a book, I can't find the damn thing, on, there was 12 people that invented the martial arts. We're talking way back there. It was 11 men and 1 woman. And they were the best. They was a person, emperor of China or something, sent all over the world. India, and Indonesia, all over the world to have these people compete. And show them the best martial arts. So these 12 people were the best in their field. And that's what, that was way before they had standard martial arts like the Shaolin Temple and all that shit. It was way back there. Yep, that's where they claim it came from. I used to practice a little bit. I can still hold my own on a few things. If you can't kill your opponent in 3 seconds, you ain't trying very damn hard. That's and then going through the military, they'll damn sure turn you into a killer. That's all they teach is kill, kill, kill. Or espionage. Yep. Leather, you gotta keep it away from water. But remember, it's just a damn piece of cowhide. It's got to decompose on your ass. Talk to you later.